What's up, family and friends? Welcome. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you about us, Africans. Let me talk to you about black people. Let me talk to you about us, people of color. Some say we are not black, we are brown. The same thing. Nothing different. It's color. So we are people of color. So, when you look at what is happening in the whole world, you should know who we are. And you know why we are doing that, why we are powerless, doing powerless things. Because powerless people will only do powerless things. Powerful people do powerful things. When you look at what is happening in South Africa, it's because we are still slaves. Every time we speak about how white people are maltreating black people, you see our fellow black people telling us that our people, we are doing it before white people started doing it to us. How will you think you can defend your rights with such people? People with such mentality. Especially most of them are Christians and Muslims. They believe the lies written in their holy book against them, against their own interests, against their own posterity, against their own future. But out of that fear of God, because that God represents the slave master. So they see if the slave master can defeat us and, maltreat us this way, imagine the God that slave master gave to us. That God is powerful. That God is powerful as our slave masters. And that God will punish us more. So you have to obey that God. Believe that God. If you don't believe in that God, you are the slave one. If we believe in that God, we are free. We are free by grace. We are free by faith. We are free by love. We are free, but yet they are not free. They are not even free to go a day without prayer. They are not even free to go a day without worship. Yet they say they are free. No, you can never be free believing in a God or worshiping God. You are not free. God is a slave master. So the South Africans are attacking their fellow Africans and leaving the white people in South Africa. In fact, I heard that they deported one Nigerian billionaire because of maybe one day visa expiration. Then tell me why any African should be running around in Africa for not having papers to live or work in Africa. Every African should have free access to everywhere in Africa. Not the other way around. Not you trying to live like white people. You are slave masters, because that's what we are doing as slaves. Slaves copy their masters. When their master is sick, they say, "Master, we are sick." It is their master that is sick, but they say, "Master, we are sick." They will never say the master is sick. No, they say they are sick. Look at religion and spirituality. See the same thing they are doing. And Africans are rooted in spirituality and religion. Things they're supposed to know about themselves, no, they want to know the unknown. They believe in the unknown. They sacrifice to that unknown. They worship that unknown. They hate and kill themselves for that unknown. So one South Africans were arguing with me, saying, no, we don't fear white people. But Nigerians can come here, we can't go to Nigeria, which is a lie. You are lazy. Do you know what those Nigerians went through to be in South Africa? Now they deported a Nigerian for visa expiration. Do you know what that means? It means Africa against Africans, because we are slaves. Slaves will only be against his fellow slaves. A slave can never be against his master. It's impossible. Any slave that is against his master will quit being a slave. You see that slave fight for his freedom, dead or alive. But look at Africans, we are slaves. How about in Nigeria? What is happening in Nigeria? We are slaves. We think our problem is our government. No. It is the one people that gave us the government that is our problem in Africa. But like in Nigeria, what has been going on in Nigeria? They will tell you when somebody, when a great person in Africa is alive, nobody like praises them. They don't value them. Immediately they die, that's when they begin to value them. Of course, because we are slaves. Slaves don't value their fellow slave until that slave dies, because you know it's natural that when you see your kind dying, you feel that bad. You feel, you know, you don't want it to happen, because they have been, you know, we have been taught that it is so. It's about life is precious, life is sacred, so we don't want it to end. When life doesn't end at all, it transforms. So you see, you see them, they don't value themselves until tragic happens. If you see them begin to cry tears or begin to feel, that's bullshit. Also in Nigeria, Biafrans are people that decided to leave Nigeria because Nigerian government were killing our people. Then they decided to separate from Nigeria. They did not kill anybody. They did not fight Nigerian government. They say, we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. Nigerian government used military against them, begin to kill them more. Remember, they were killing us before we said we don't want to belong to Nigeria. If they weren't killing us, there would be no Biafra. The reason we declare Biafra was because they were slaughtering us as their chicken or as their Christmas goat. Every year they must kill us. Every year, yet we are not killing them. So we say, okay, let's go, because we are nature people. Nature don't kill unless you come against it. It can fall on you, destroy you, swallow you, because you can never defeat nature, no matter how you try. So these people decided to leave them. Boom, they failed. They used Nigerian government with their British and the American and the whole world against the Biafran. They lost the war through starvation. Not maybe Nigerian government defeated us, even because we were developing our own weapons too. We weren't depending on white people. They stopped Red Cross from supplying food to our people. So a hungry man cannot have strength to fight. So that's why when they ended, the Nigerian government said no vanquish, no no victim, right? But today they will say, yeah, Biafra this, Biafra that. They don't even recognize the other parts of Africa that recognize Biafra as a nation. They don't talk about that one. They don't. But you, yourself, you are not free too. You see Ijaw people or some other people say that are Igbos. They say they are not Igbos anymore because of that, right? So, but you are speaking Igbo, you are Igbo, you say you are not Igbo because you are slaves. If we are not slaves, we will say that. That's why we are fighting this one, fighting for this position, for this power. Anywhere belongs to me is for that. We are not living together as brethren anymore. You are not welcome in my house. I'm not welcome in your house. We are living as strangers, although we are brothers and sisters. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case is the one I've seen that majority of people have been trending. Like Ijele Speaks has been speaking against Mazi. I understood his case because that one, the IPOB are the one that they said engineered his deportation from Turkey back to Nigeria. That's what they say. So since he came out, remember, the religious people arrested him and locked him up. He came out and shut up his mouth about them. But then he turned against his brother, who has not arrested him, only maybe, according to what they said, made him get deported from another country back to his own country, not in jail. But now they begin to, even some people that used to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu begin to rise up against him. That's what Igbo people call Okujiago Mbadabere Yogo. When the lion suffers broken leg, that's when all these minor animals will come to ask for him to pay back whatever he takes from them. But why he's strong enough, none of them spoke. Before the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they can't come and say that thing about him. Even now, they cannot go to a place that matters place that people reason and say nonsense against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And even today or tomorrow, if Mazen Nnamdi Kanu speak, even from prison, our people will listen to him than all these noisemakers. No matter what you are saying, your own children will support him because your own children will rise up to fight for Biafra, to be free from Nigeria. He said, no, Nigeria will continue happening to you and your generation until all of you come to yourselves and fight for your freedom.